If you've been praying for a sign or living in some kind of uncertainty or fear or comparison, idea overload, imposter syndrome, or just feeling constrained in general and don't know what to do, this video, this 8 minutes, is about to change your life. Now, I got this put on my spirit because I had a conversation with my neighbors in the building, and they said I reminded them of their minister or their music minister at their church. And I get this so much. I remind you of a counselor or a psychiatrist or your doctor or your teacher or your pastor. And I've heard so many times, stop being so selfish. And I couldn't understand that. And what I think I'm finally understanding is that if I have so much to offer and I let fear keep me from delivering it to you, that is the selfishness that is keeping other people suffering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 8 minutes. And in 8 minutes, we are going to pull from the spiritual principle jar. And if you'd like one of these, you can DM me and we can talk about how you can get one. It can be an Altoids can, it could be a black or red solo cup. And then we're going to pull a card from the mind of a champion. And I'm going to show you what has been helping me for over 20 years to get grounded when I don't know what to do. So we're going to set this timer and we're going to let the spirit move today. So easiest one to do is the spiritual principle jar that's already open. I'm going to pull a principle, and this principle is not for me. This principle is for you. So if you've been needing a sign, if you've been needing something, and you didn't know quite where to go or where to turn, then this jar is going to give you a word from God. You can read the Bible, you can pray, and you can meditate, but I like to call this word prompt meditation. Shout out to April Bragg. She gave me that. Excellent coach. If you're needing some coaching one-on-one. I'm also offering this, but enough about me. Unconditional love. And the beauty of these spiritual principle jars is that on the back, I've also put the definition, because a lot of times we think we know what a word means until we look it up. So, affection without any limitations, or love without conditions. Now, this brings to mind for me the commandment that Jesus left, the two commandments that Jesus left, that kind of replaced the 10 commandments. I mean, the 10 commandments are great. It's kind of the Old Testament, it's common sense. But if you apply these two principles or these two commandments, which is love God with all your heart, mind, body, and spirit, and love your neighbor like you love God unconditionally, then all of those other things that are in the 10 commandments are covered, right? That's my view. You can argue with me if you'd like, but that's my perspective. So already so much juice just from this. And I want you in the comments, let me know if unconditional love was what you needed at this moment. How can you apply this principle in your life? How is this speaking to you? Is this a conviction? Is this a confirmation? Is this, something that says maybe I could practice this in my life a little more? I'm sure I can. My love can have conditions at time because I'm human, and I can be judgmental, or I can jump to conclusions, or I can be a poor communicator. But these principles, this spiritual principle jar, is something that's been in my life for years. A good friend, Lori Schick, rest in peace, had done this for the ladies at the 10 a.m. meetings in Narcotics Anonymous. And it was I just totally blew the anonymity there. But you know what? Facebook killed it first. She would do this for her women that came to those meetings, and it was just the most beautiful thing. But it has helped so many people over the years, and it's everyone I'm bringing this to now. It's helping them to reflect on those things that are in Philippians 4-9. We focus on what is praiseworthy, what is noble, what is good, what is righteous, like all of those things that it tells us to focus on, so that God of peace can be with you and the peace of God will be with us. These are the principles that, if you focus on these principles, all that other stuff that you're trying not to do, you don't have to try not to do it, because you're practicing principles in all your affairs. So the principle again was unconditional love. And I'm going to pull from the Mind of a Champion card deck, because these are powerful as well. I remember doing a video, if you look back, if you're on the GWiz channel, you look back, there's a video like two simple mindset shift or something like that, where I did two of these cards, and it was amazing. And if you're not on the GWiz channel and you're on Question Everything, Thank you. If you're on the GWiz channel and you don't know about Question Everything, go find at Question Everything Design. If you're on Facebook, I would rather you watch these on YouTube, but enough about me. I am going to ask you to tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Just put it in the comments. Oh, someone said stop. I am ready to open new doors. And how do you do that? You get out of your comfort zone. What is something you've always wanted to do but pushed it aside? Take a leap and do it today. It can be a hobby, joining a club, or learning something new. Now, if we combine these principles, it was unconditional love, and I am ready to open new doors. If that convicts you right now, you can put it in the comments and then put it into practice. I'm ready to open new doors, and that's what this is today, getting out of my comfort zone. I've learned that I have to be polished, or I have to have these things prepared. Toastmasters told me I had to go through these levels and do these things in this order and have all this stuff, but that's not how I operate. I operate in the spirit. So when I see a prompting, I can talk to you about it from experience, or from someone else's experience, or from a story I remember, or from Bible verses I remember. Not everyone can do that, but that's okay, because what works for you may kill me, and what works for me may not work for you. And that is the place we have to get to as humans, as business owners, as whatever it is we do, children of God. Let the Spirit flow through you. Let the Spirit flow through you. So I'm ready to open new doors and practice unconditional love. Getting out of your comfort zone. I want you to let me know in the comments how that helps you today. And if you know someone who's struggling that you think this might help, please send it to them. Also, if you've been a premium coach in a premium container and you've been lost in the shuffle of, being in a room with so many other, oh, that's the wrong one. I'm putting it back in the wrong one. There's going to be 2 unconditional loves in my jar. I am providing private coaching for premium coaches who got lost in those premium containers with the online gurus. Not to say that they're bad. It's just you don't get that one-on-one private coaching. It's hard to want to speak up in a container that big. You need something a little more private, a little more comforting. And so I'm offering that. DM me. Also, getting my finances in order, because to make it to $250,000 a year and still live check to check is insane. And so I'm learning about finances. And as I do, I'm offering, financial clarity checkups, where we look into your finances, see where you are, and kind of bring awareness so that you can know where you stand and know what to do with your money and how money works. Now we're at 8 minutes on the video, but I still have a minute timer left. And the Spirit is telling me right now that you already have what it takes. You may be chasing, you may be thinking that you just need another course, you just need a little more time, you just need a little more preparation, and you can prepare all you want. But I promise you, for what you were called to do, you have been prepared your whole life. You just didn't see that this is what you were meant to do. And so I encourage you, from a place of unconditional love, to get out of your comfort zone, hit record, pick up the phone, get outside, talk to someone you haven't met yet. They told us not to talk to strangers, but I tell you what, every opportunity I've had came from talking to a stranger. And if you don't know people, how do you get to know people? You get out of your comfort zone and you say, "Hi, what's your name?" Or, "Hey, I love those shoes. Where'd you get them?" "I love your shirt. I love your hair. Who does your hair?" Just get out of your comfort zone. Do the thing. Do the scary thing. And that right there is our time. So go be greater. Thanks for tuning in.